This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. Estate planning can be an emotionally charged topic, but when it comes to preparing for your retirement and taking care of loved ones, it's an extremely important task. So here is how you can make it easier. Tavon and Asita, thank you for joining us today for Great Day Washington. I know this subject matter can be really heavy to take on, estate planning. Tavon, what do you recommend? It's something we have to do, right?
Well, these are the tough conversations that most families never want to have.
Yeah.
And it's tough to talk to your loved ones about the thought that one day you may not be here any longer. So I felt it was very important to partner with an estate attorney like Asita to educate my clients on how to help families build generational wealth.
Asita, what do you tell families who are maybe hesitant, as Tavon mentioned, to talk about this, but they do need to proactively prepare for something like this happening? How do you get them started?
So I talk to them about the advantages of planning in advance because there's five that come to mind. The first is peace of mind for you and your loved ones, because planning in advance, you take the guesswork out of what should happen. Two, you're saving time and money by limiting the need for court intervention into your personal and financial affairs when the time comes. And also, you can engage in tax planning to minimize taxes if needed. And also, what about our favorite organization or our school or church? You can plan to leave a gift. And lastly, as Tavon said, you can leave a legacy by preserving, protecting, and building generational wealth.
I like what you said. I mean, having that plan in place, then you don't have to scramble later. I think this pandemic and this time has made us all focus on our own mortality. What do you tell people, what do you recommend for them as they are trying to get their affairs in order?
So to get started, you may not be ready to sit down with an estate planning attorney just yet, but first I would say organize important personal and financial information and documents in a binder. This will be helpful later on, and that everyone that's 18 and over should prepare their power of attorney and advance medical directives, especially during this time when we have a limited access to one another. And three, have fun doing it. It really is an act of love to put your affairs in order.
It's so neat to think of it in that different perspective, right? Just shift how you're viewing this. I could see myself doing this, so help me out with this one. We could Google how to do this on our own, right? DIY it. What would you tell someone, though, who is thinking about trying to do it on their own?
Great question. So I'm all for saving money during this time, especially during the pandemic. But I would encourage people to select an option that allows for a consultation with an attorney and review of your documents. Unless you're trained in this area of the law, there could be gaps in your planning which can be costly later on. So on a number of occasions, I've had to inform families that written documents signed by their loved one isn't a will, which is no fun at all. And we don't want to leave our families like that in that type of situation.
Absolutely. Tavon, I think something people also think about that when they die, their responsibility for paying their debts goes with them. Is that true or not?
Well, when people think of estates, they think of a lot of money, millions of dollars, big old house, but not every estate is like that. And sometimes in these estates, there's debt and a lot of debt, such as mortgages, credit cards, and car notes. So the good thing is that you as the heir do not inherit debt, and the debt will not get paid if the person does not own anything. So the only way it'll get paid is if there are enough assets in the estate to cover it. So let's say your mom and dad unfortunately passed away, and they'd had $100,000 in debt, and they have a $200,000 paid in full house. Well, that house would have to be sold to pay the debt, so you won't have to personally pay it, but the estate would.
Excellent. Good to know as we're thinking about all this. I still love what you said, Asita, that just shift how you are, the perspective on this so that it's easier down the road. Thank you both for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for you at home, if you would like to learn more about preparing for your retirement, New Perspective Financial Solutions has a great offer. Tavon wants to help protect and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, you can get a complimentary retirement income plan just for you. This is going to allow Tavon to sit down with you personally or to schedule a call to make sure that you are on the right track for a successful retirement. The number to call to get that is 240-335-8366. And we will be right back.